welcome to the MotoGP Italian Grand Prix. I'm your commentator Megan Birch, and you'll notice that yet again throughout this weekend I shall be alone in my commentary. Unfortunately, technical difficulties has prevented the other commentator, who's usually lead commentator Joshua Birch, from attending this race. So we all hope that the technical difficulties that he is facing stop happening and it never happen again, because it is incredibly frustrating. And wow, that's a loud radio thing. So if I feel this may not be as up to par as his will be, but I am good at this. At least I think. I'm joking. He has confidence in me, so I shall have confidence in my abilities to do a race by myself. Right, on the starting grid, we have Marc Marquez in pole with Bagnaia in second, and third is Alex Marquez. On the second row of the grid, we have Quartararo, Vinales, Morbidelli. On the third row of the grid, we have D'Antonio, Acosta and Rins. Fourth row is Bezzecchi, Raul Fernandez and Aldeguer. Fifth row is Jack Miller, Zarco and Binder. Bashmini is on the sixth row alongside Oliveira and Mir. Seventh row is Nakagami, Salvadori and Ayagura. And on the final row of the grid in the eighth row is Chantra, which isn't usually a place, it's not something Chantra is too unfamiliar with, unfortunately. I really don't think that bike is up to par with what you need in a bike. Currently on the warm-up lap. So far today, in the Moto3 and the Moto2, we have had riders, for some reason I'm in Formula E mode. We've had riders crash out, so not a single race has happened today at this circuit in the Autodromo International, I should say, del Mugello, which I am aware I probably just butchered that name, but Joshua's more in tune with saying that. He usually is the one who has to say it. But we have not had a single race happen where a rider has not crashed. In the first, we had many crashed out, and in the second we only had a few. So who knows, this might be the lucky event where we have 0 riders crashing out, but let's face it, I am in charge of commentary today, so that is very unlikely. For those that don't know, the fact that for some reason I seem to be a curse to certain riders, drivers, and the fact that the red flag usually comes out when I'm around. All the yellows. You should have seen it during Le Mans. Every time I was in a session, red flag. Obviously, the actual race didn't get red flag. But Pecco can only possibly get the win if Marquez brothers crash out. I agree, who knows? The opening lap, they might crash out, turn 1, who knows? Though new liveries for quite a lot of the riders, or who knows, the entirety, though my favourite personally is Ducati right now, starting to line up on the grid. And I can hear the phone going inside. Right, about to get underway for the Italian Grand Prix here at MotoGP. And it's 5 lights. And we are go immediately. It was a very bumpy start there from Quartararo. Immediately, Bagnaia is right on the tail of Marc Marquez, immediately trying to go round the outside, but both of them are not managing to actually keep a steady bike further down at the back of the grid. Oh, there's a lot of smoke going around there. This is why we should not have smoke bombs. Everyone going off at places. Marc Marquez still manages to hold on to the lead, going around the inside, or at least trying to, is Bagnaia. Fails to do that, though then tries to move for the outside this time, and still fails to do that. Alex Marquez has been pushed back down into third position. Morbidelli is in fourth, with Quartararo being pushed down into fifth. Rins loses 2 places to Aldeguer and Bezzecchi. I don't know where to look with this. further down at the back, we can see already a group is starting to form between the riders. And currently the positions are... Oh! While we were cutting to Quartararo, Bagnaia has somehow gotten the lead of the race away from Marc Marquez. So right now the positions are... Bagnaia is in first. You know what? Bagnaia might actually win this if he can actually hold on to this positioning. Unlikely though, Mir passes Oliveira for 16th and Chantra gets passed by Miller, I believe, for 19th. So it's currently first Bagnaia, Marc Marquez is second, Alex Marquez is third, and Morbidelli in fourth. And that was Bastianini losing 2 places to Ralph Fernandez and Zarco. Obviously must have ran wide a little bit, otherwise I cannot understand why that has happened. And someone's just dropped down a bit for... And that's Bastianini crashing out. That's why he has gone down the order and immediately given things. See, yellow flag, sector 4. So, oh, has he crashed? Okay, that's either the corner before the checkered. It's turn 15. It is turn 15. He has crashed out on turn 15. I should really open that door in a moment. But lap 2 of 23, and we already have one of the riders out, being Bastianini. I'd love to see a replay of that. Currently, we are looking at Bagnaia, and we can see Mark just casually looking at the rear wheel. We know what you're trying to do. He's going to try and wait, isn't he? And there's a move happening, and Bagnaia gets passed by Mark. Okay. Those two are battling it out. Didn't even see where. And further down at the back of the grid, what's that? Track limits already. How has Chantra got a double long lap penalty from the stewards? Oh, is he the cause of Bastianini's crash, do you think? Oh, he might be. I can't see why. I could have... Incorrect grid procedure. Double long lap penalty. Where was he on the grid? I want a replay of the start. I want to see where Chantra was on the grid. Was he in the wrong position, or did he start beforehand? We'll find that out soon, I'm guessing. Usually we get a replay of the start of the race in about a lap's time. Currently, there's a 4/10 gap between Alex Marquez and Morbidelli. Further down the grid, Chantra gets passed by Nakagami, but let's face it, given he has a long lap penalty, his chances of winning, or at least getting into the points, has just skyrocketed down. Or burrowed down, I should say. Right, so Bagnaia goes round the outside of Marc Marquez, gets the lead very immediately. Marc Marquez gets a cut back going round this corner in sector 1. Oh, is that a little bit of contact between the two knees of the teammates? Oh, those were not happy bunnies there. Someone's just fallen down the order. That is Aldeguer. Has Aldeguer crashed out? I think he has. Marc Marquez goes round the inside, round this corner. Though, can he hold on to the position immediately? Alex Marquez is right behind Bagnaia now. And it's, going slightly off onto the green there. Marc Marquez manages to hold on to his position in first place. So this whole little group that we've got going on has enabled Alex Marquez to get second place and take that away from Bagnaia. So he was not able to hold on to that first position because he's been immediately bombarded by the Marquezes. Do you know what? There. Here's a replay of this happening. Contact between Marc Marquez and Bagnaia, the front wheel and the rear wheel of both Marc, who was in the front, and Bagnaia, who was in the back, collided, and that managed to push Bagnaia enough off course that Alex was able to get through, enabling... Oh, yellow flag, sector 3. Who is it? That is it Chantra, or why is there a yellow flag? That yellow flag should have come out ages ago. That's just gone immediately back in. Bagnaia, though, catching up quite quickly to Alex Marquez. Is he going to make a move down turn 1? It is the heaviest braking area. And just before turn 1, he managed to make a move on the straight, slightly wobbling, though down turn 1, he tries to make a move on Marc Marquez, going round the inside, but then backs out of it immediately when he realises that the gap would be too small, goes round the inside down turn 2, and manages to get the lead, and then immediately cuts off any chances of a cutback for Alex that Mark can actually do, and then Alex is right down on the inside of Mark. So Mark has bigger problems now because Alex has decided, you know what, Bagnaia is no longer my prey, you are. What do you expect when you learn from the best? Right, passing down to TNT quickly now.
This is what he has to do. Let the brake off, dive to the inside, prevent Marquez from controlling the races.
He has to take risks. He said that. There's no point now. No point me trying to be conservative and think about no scoring. I've got to take the risks, and he's doing it here. He obviously has a bit more front feeling than he's had. This is his racetrack. He's won the last 3 years. He won the last 2 sprints here until Mark broke that run here yesterday. And at the moment, he is leading them around into Corintio on lap 4.
And a tad early for voting for your rider of the race.
There's a long way to go.
Let's just hold on. Let's just hold back on that one. This part of the track, Bagnaia is so fast through the Biondetti 1 and 2, but then the last corner, it's a long left-hand corner designed for Marc Marquez. Uses that rear brake, using gains all the way around, and he is doing, look at that, comfortably, and then works on his exit, getting the slipstream, and then try and make the pass.
And then the yellow flag's got out in that final sector. He's got so much more pace here. He actually switches. Bagnaia stopped him from going to the inside there on that occasion. But Mark, it doesn't matter for him. Comes around the outside. He's got to go wide though. Really wide. Bagnaia will come through. Will Alex be able to sneak through? Oh,
low flag. That's Zarco going down. Sector 4 might be a turn 15 incident again, like we saw earlier on with Bastianini. I think Joshua Birch might be trying to join the action, as it were. And it's... Hold on, I'm going to turn them off now because it's my time to talk. Lap 5 of 23. So far, we have lost 2 riders. Though I don't know what happened earlier on with Aldegar. He must have gone really wide, but managed to recover. And I believe that's Joshua Birch finally joining the box. Joshua, can you hear me? Hold on, I just realised something. You might be on mute, so... No, you're not on mute. I've turned his volume up a little bit. Yellow flag still out in Sector 4. Let's see if we can see anything happening there. Yeah, yellow flag has been rescinded, it looks like. Though it still looks yellow on the thing, so I don't know why they have done that. And it's... Hold on, I'm just gonna pass you back to TNT just for a brief moment.
They're going to be side by side across the line. Mark will obviously ease, as is right, ease Pecco up onto the outside there. That was so tall. And look at this, 3 of us down into turn 1. Pecco Bagnaia takes the front once again, and Alex Marquez around the outside. Surely can't get it stopped there. Pecco will turn underneath. Mark will also turn underneath. It's a 3-way battle, and Alex now is in 2nd place.
What a race. Oh, Alex Marquez. Oh, no. Oh, he has done. Oh.
Right, so Bagnaia now in 1st. Alex is in 2nd, and Marc Marquez has made a huge mistake and now has been put into 3rd position. Right, sorry for the interruptions. Right, lap 6 of 23. There is a 4/10 gap between Marc Marquez and Morbidelli. Morbidelli is trying his best to make his way back up the field, and I'm just going to go back onto this. And it's unfortunately problems are still plaguing Joshua Birch for now, but hopefully that will resolve itself soon, so he's unable to join us as of yet. Who knows, something may be able to happen to fix this. But oh, it's getting quite warm in the box. I'm going to have to turn the fan on. Whew. Right, so Alex Marquez has currently got a 3/10 gap between him and Bagnaia, so he's already making up quite a substantial gap between the two of them. And who knows, this might actually manage to work out quite well for Alex. So immediately as I say that, Marquez is going round the inside of Bagnaia. They also make that move then, but round the next corner, I don't think he will fail. Goes round the outside. going down one of the straights and manages to get through on Bagnaia. Can he hold it through the next corner? Very little bit of a wobble for both of them. Guessing that's something on the track. He manages to hold it though. Bagnaia looking desperately round the corner, see if there's any hope that he can actually get through, and he can't get back through. Bagnaia has been passed by Marc Marquez, and that means that Alex is probably going to lose the lead of the race, let's face it. Whenever Marc is behind him, he tends to. So already the gap has been closed by 500ths of a second. Let's see around this next sector point how much the gap will close again. I reckon it's going to be quite a lot. Marc is constant. Oh, yeah, there he is. Marc is right on the tail of his brother Alex.
Hello.
Joshua, I can hear you.
Yes.
Hello. All right, I'm just going to turn you up a little bit more, and that's just because this hasn't been turned up all the way. Oh, hello. Joshua?
Hello, Megan. Hello, Megan. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Fantastic. Right, what have I missed in this amazing race so far?
Okay, so Bastianini crashed out lap 1, round turn 15. He almost made it to the end of the lap, but didn't quite make it. Same corner, Zarco crashed out about 3 laps ago.
Yeah.
So you've got what was wrong fixed.
I have no idea. Let's just hope and pray that it's going to be okay. I fiddled with some things on my phone, but let's just get on with it.
Let's hope it's right.
I'm going to be glitchy because the signal's not great, and I'm sat on a...
You're actually quite
I'm
fine.
right next to the 5K tower. So I'm right next to the phone tower, hoping to get the best signal possible, and I'm sat on a forklift truck.
Well, your signal sounds fine.
Okay, well, Alex Marquez leads, Marc in second, Bagnaia third, Ducati domination. But literally, what a stunning ulterior livery, by the way, they've run for the two Ducati weekend. It looks a bit like Marc VDS bikes, but they are in the Scuderia blood red. But if Alex can win the Italian Grand Prix, it'll be a big upset. Bagnaia's won the last 2 years running, of course. This is going to be a big one.
He did have the lead of the race, but then he got passed by Marc Marquez, and then he almost got the cutback, but then him and Marc's wheels collided from the back, and that pushed him out, enabled Alex to get a move in front of him. Alex somehow passed Marc, and here's a replay of I think that exact thing happening, and that was touching of the two wheels, and it happened twice then.
Yeah, well, look at the team. They're all a bit worried, aren't they? They were gloves off between Marc Pecco now. Oh, and there was a touch between.
Yeah, that was
Pecco
the second
the
one.
back.
Is that Keanu Reeves?
It's nice of Dorna to be giving, as Keanu Reeves watches on, it's nice of Dorna to give me a little bit of a look back of what happens in the racing while I've been away, finishing the touring cars.
I don't think
quite nice of them, actually.
I don't even think we've had a replay of the race start yet.
I assume you called it beautifully.
I called it decently.
Well, I'm sure the fans are loving you on here as well, and at least I've been able to hop in. As here we go again, look, so who are we looking at here, because I can't see the TV pictures right. Is that Acosta passing Bezecchi?
Yes.
That's the race lead,
no.
That's Marc!
That is Marc getting a pass on Alex Marquez, making round the inside of the corner, blocking off any form of cutback that Alex can get, going round the next corner. And then we see just in the background Bagnaia saying, wait for me.
Yeah, so he's just going to be holding on. The F4s have just started now. The Porsche is arriving in the assembly area. So I apologise if it gets a bit loud.
Well, I don't
as
hear
the F4s
anything.
go by.
Yellow flag, sector
Yellow
2.
flag.
Who's that? That is Vinales. Vinales! Ryder is okay, but after such a good weekend so far and such a good sprint yesterday, and he's just touched his helmet. I don't know what that signifies. I feel like he's just made an order of something.
Like, oh no, I've done it again type of thing.
Maybe, but who knows?
Look how close through the top of the hill as well that Alex is getting. Alex is looking left, right and centre to try and get through. Back on Marc, and Marc is just holding everything back on him. He's not going to give this one bit. Here's a replay of what happened earlier on. This is Maverick?
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
He touched
Digi.
with Morbidelli.
Morbidelli.
No, we were on board with Digi. Oh, geez, that is ominous. He was saying, I'm watching you, to Morbidelli. That is Morbidelli might want to run away. And also, thank you for saying I've been doing admirably. Thank you. Incident involving if the incident is currently under investigation, and I knew that tap to the head meant something a little bit too ominous.
Yeah, looks. Well, to be fair, you are in a better position to lead the commentary. I will just be in co. But at least we keep the tradition of I've commentated on MotoGP races for a long time. I've actually got perfect TV pictures at the moment. I'm surprised. The signal's been shocking so far today. Maybe I think this forklift truck is our location for the rest of the day.
Also, this does mean that it is just a signal that's messing up your phone.
Yeah, it must be.
Which does make me
Steve
feel...
Ryder, by the way.
A little bit of a glitch bit for my picture. No, not for my pictures. Morbidelli long lap penalty, but for my timing screen, though it's back now, only a brief glitch, definitely on their side. And what's this? Morbidelli, irresponsible riding. What did he do? I'm sorry, but am I the only one?
Did he just hit Maverick?
Yeah, but I don't think it was irresponsible riding.
Would you call it a race? I don't know.
They were in a corner.
I'd like to look at it. Here's Mark again going through on the inside of Alex.
I'm sorry, but Mark has been having contact with so many people today. I mean, they have just accidentally hit shoulders together there. And as we can see it happening right here. But the same exact thing happened with Bagnaia early on in the race. And they actually kind of like shoved shoulders or knees. One of the two.
And toes?
Probably.
Causing a crash.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll have to do it again, Megan. He'll have to do it again. He's gone over onto the green. That's an incorrect lap for Morbidelli. He'll have to do that again.
He was doing so well as well. Oh.
That's a shame.
Poor Morbidelli. But D'Antonio has taken over his 4th position, so I can't imagine VR46 is that bothered. Oh, I just saw a big movement happening. That was with Binder going down, I think, 2 places and Raul managing to get past him. Then further down the order, I have just seen... Is that Aldeguer getting past Miller?
Aldeguer, yeah.
Miller has entered the pits. That's why he got past him. Ooh,
so, something wrong with Jack Attack then. He'll be out of the race.
Yeah.
So what lap are we on? Because
11 of 23.
Yeah, that one bit of the screen got a microphone muted over it from the TV commentary box pictures. As Fernandez passes Acosta, Acosta's dropped back to 8th and 9th. He's still ahead of his teammate Binder though. But great job from Raul Fernandez, up to 7th position at the moment. That's a strong performance as we see. Alex Marquez doing himself a disservice by racing differently against Mark compared to how he races Bagnaia. That's from Simon Patterson there as well. I think I agree with that. Here's another look. So this is how Vinales went down. No, that's definitely Morbidelli. He came in way too late there.
The other angle kind of makes it look like a racing incident, but that's just... I'm a bit worried about the ribs of Maverick Vinales because he smashed right into the side of him, and I just figured out
I'm
what
going to punch you.
Yeah. You're probably going to punch him right where he got hit.
He's gone off from wide of the circuit. Even Valentino Rossi knows he's got to do it again. Get him out. He says, well, yeah, not great. Out of interest though, Megan, what has the weather been like this weekend? I can see there's a few damp patches. Has it rained at all?
It rained this morning before the Moto3 race, but dried out, but has left the track being a little bit grimy.
Yeah, same thing's happened here at Alton Park. It rained this morning. The track's just starting to dry out, but there's damp patches and wet on the truck quite a lot as well.
Also, Raul Fernandez this weekend, ever since qualifying 1, has been riding beautifully. I mean, he's just been dominating it. He even managed to get a point in the sprint race.
I agree. Whilst he's failing to comply with a long lap penalty, so another long lap penalty. Franco.
He's going to get it wrong again.
He doesn't do himself any favour.
No, he doesn't.
I'll tell you one thing though, Megan. It's got colder here.
Ah, hallelujah. I feel warmer.
Yeah, but that usually means that the rain's coming in because it's blowing in a big black cloud. So maybe Alan Hyde was right when I put it morning, and he said that he was going to throw it down.
I'll look up the weather for you, and it looks just like windy conditions with the rain coming in at 10 tonight. Here's a battle for 7th position. We're on lap 12 of 23, and 7th position is currently being fought for by Raul Fernandez and Acosta. So I don't know who's going to come out on top there. I feel like Raul.
Sort of a 50-50 between the two, isn't it? As who could be right, who could be wrong.
Yeah. Because I would say they're quite equal. Oh,
there we go,
here's...
Morbidelli.
Do it right, do it right, do it right, do it right. Just in the bounds. He almost did it wrong again.
Could it have been argued that it's wet over there if it hasn't dried out fully, so it's a damp line?
Possibly. It could be argued.
I'd agree there as well. A little bit on the inside. Is the track noise on? I can't hear it. As long as it is for you. That's...
Yeah, the track noise is on.
Yeah, it's just me then. It's a signal from the circuit. Just all I'm hearing is your voice. So that's all right. That's a fine by me.
Nice sound.
Look at Bagnaia. He's going straight down on the inside, trying to get out of Alex Marquez towards turn number 1. He's got the slipstream coming out towards turn 2 at Luco. But again, Alex is defending well. Mark has got this one in the bag, and Alex is making several mistakes there, Meg.
He did officially retire Jack Miller from the race, and Alex just minorly managed to keep his second position there from Bagnaia. As I think he noticed where Bagnaia was, and that, as he said, he had the slipstream, so he immediately closed the door.
Yeah, he's just trying to find his way through on the inside, isn't he? Still, I don't know. This is battle that always brings. It's always these three that are in a positional battle, aren't they? And it's just like, Bagnaia's the third one. It's always this order.
It is, and it feels like that scene in Harry Potter and
Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. It's like, why is it always you three? Love magazine.
Still looking good.
Right.
A little bit of close battling together as well.
Ooh. Cloud
I
cover.
heard the fans cheering.
Cloud cover around that area. Best watch out for that. I mean, it is only a 42% chance of rain, but definitely something to look out for. I mean, we've
Still
only...
a lot of close.
Say that again.
Still a lot of close.
Yeah. Okay, this is now officially the second most retirements or crashes we've had today from one of the motos.
Moto 2, Moto 3. God, look at Bagnaia. So much braking back in towards turn 1. Alex has got wide. He's going to go for it, Megan, here.
Oh, there immediately gets cut off by Alex Marquez. And it could... Ooh. Could that be... That could be misconstrued as dangerous riding due to this angle.
Yeah. Pecco can't find a way through. He's trying every opportunity. Alex is shutting the door left and right, not even giving himself any opportunity to change over.
Yeah. It's like he's sacrificing his chance at getting to Mark by trying to cut off Bagnaia.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Moto 3, 7 were out. In the Moto 2, 3. Right now there's 4.
3?
Yeah, only 3. It was surprising.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. It's been a weird day, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. But the thing is, there was one very lucky one. And I can't remember whether it was in Moto 2 or Moto 3. I think it was in Moto 3. There was a very lucky crash. Because, thankfully, the rider didn't get hit by the rider that was behind him because the rider made the choice to go in the gravel rather than continue on the track and risk. It was very lucky there. Right, lap.
Yeah.
Lap. I'll show you it later.
I look forward to it as well. I'll be diving off as soon as this race is over. I'll leave you to deal with the podium ceremony. 14:23.
Right, hold on. I'm getting told show the gaps. Is Alex helping his brother? Maybe. Alex might be making sure there's enough of a gap because I don't think he thinks he can win this one. There is now a second gap between them. And it's...
If anybody is watching, we cannot change anything with the setting because it's just not possible today.
But...
Unless Megan knows how to do it.
I don't believe I do, but I can tell you the gaps between the top 10, which is all I can do for now. Right, the gap between Marc Marquez and Alex Marquez is, as you can see, a second. Between Alex Marquez and Bagnaia, it is 6/10. Between Bagnaia and D'Antonio, it is 9.5 almost a second. Between D'Antonio and Bezzecchi, it is 3 seconds. And from then on, it's just kind of quite similar, increasing the gaps, though Aldeguer is definitely someone to look out for, with Salvadori is only 77 thousandths of a second gap between them two. Is this
go on.
just getting out? Is this no, that was yesterday. If you go back on the channel, you can see that this is the race. Joshua, you continue.
Yeah, this is the main Grand Prix, the main shebang. As again, Binder trying to get through. He's past Acosta, but Acosta's trying to fight him back. And there's two teammates you don't want battling against these two, because Binder has been knocked back a bit by Acosta coming in.
He has.
And he's a bit off his form, and there's a battle going on for the team. So Binder wants to stay ahead, but Acosta's the young kid, fast charger. Look how close they got to the last corner.
They got extremely close. I thought they were going to push each other off. But Binder as well this weekend, I think he already, in the sprint yesterday, he crashed out. So already his look here isn't extremely great.
Still trying to battle. So they fly into the first corner, a little bit wide there as well. A little bit of a setup from Acosta. Into 2 and 3. He's kept it okay through Luco.
Acosta's trying to find a way through, but he's just a bit too far away. Looking at Raul Fernandez now. Raul doesn't have to really deal with Binder at the moment. He can just put his focus on Morbidelli. I mean, there is Morbidelli there as well. And that's getting past Raul for 6th position. It says there, but I don't think that's right.
It just keeps on getting wider and wider, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those days where you don't know what's going to happen next.
I generally
Mark
don't.
leading by a comfortable margin.
Yeah, he is. I mean, it's now up to 1.1. Oh, it's gone down to 1.1 now. So Alex is shaken off Bagnaia a little bit, managing to finally make his way to his brother.
You can hear the cheering in the background.
They've had smoke bombs all weekend, mainly the red ones. Honestly, during the first lap, I said about how smoky it was down into turns 1 and 2, because it looked like someone had put a fog machine there.
My God.
Honestly, I think they definitely should be banned. I mean, I know it's enjoyment for people and they like it, but it's a danger, especially in MotoGP.
I'll side with you on that one, Megan.
It's like they can't see where they're going and they have to literally balance. I think they, most of all, need protection from the smoke bombs. Right, currently looking at, is this D'Antonio? Yeah, this is D'Antonio and Bagnaia, both having different liveries, of course, this weekend. One is very colourful, one kind of gives me the vibes of a Victorian house, which I like. The other kind of gives me the reminiscence of candy floss or something like that, or sweets.
Candy floss sweets.
I said all sweets.
All good going, good one.
I don't
know where you're going on this one.
I've never had candy floss before. Actually, that's a lie. I think I've had it once, and I was kind of hit or miss with it. It just tasted like air.
Still on the battle. Still on the attack.
Keeping very close eye to Bagnaia, D'Antonio is. But honestly, Digi has kind of been like the silent observer of VR46 this weekend.
Yes,
he's going to be here and there, and I feel like he's about to tell me I'm going to get free ghosts at Christmas.
Very sceptical, isn't it?
Yeah. I think one of the ghosts must be Bezzecchi, because he's been quite in a similar category as D'Antonio.
Over the line they come then. It's Alex Bagnaia and Digi closing in. Still Mark leading, but we're running out of laps here. Lap 8:23. Mark is going to win. Oh, look at that. Bagnaia went so wide. I'm surprised Digit have a better opportunity to catch up there. I wonder if that's the front tyre going.
It might be. Oh, it could be. I've just realised, given that fact that he hit the rear tyre of Mark's bike, it could be going even earlier than it should.
Yeah. Well, watch out then, Michelin tyre pressures.
Ooh.
If Bagnaia becomes that, look at that, he's struggling with it so much, yeah. If Bagnaia has a front tyre pressure issue, then Michelin will pick him up from that during the race, and at post-race could give him a penalty. So if Bagnaia does have some form of either a slow puncture or part of the tyre pressure, it's just gone down a little bit, it's below the maximum airflow intake, then he could face a post-race penalty.
He might have a slow puncture, to be honest, because he has been wobbling quite a bit ever since then. I mean, even right now, you can see how much he's shaking.
Let's have a look. That's Mark. Wonderful livery, throwback livery here for this weekend. There's Alex, there's Pecco's bike. Megan, what can you see?
Quite a lot of degradation on the rear tyre, so I can't imagine what the front one would be like.
Yeah.
So I want to see a closer look. What tyres is he on? He's on a medium front tyre and a soft rear tyre. So the medium should have a little bit more give, but I don't think they do. Gap between Marc Marquez and Alex Marquez is currently 1.6, and Alex and Bagnaia have a gap of 6.5 tenths. Now 7. Oh, now 6.
Sorry, can you hear me? Have I got it?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Pictures have broken up a lot, you see, because the F4s are circulated. It's all their transponders. They're spread out now, so it's been quite hard. As Acosta trail breaks into turn 1, he's going to try and get the inside. Binder let him through there.
Yeah.
Through.
I wonder why he let him through. Oh, that's why. Degradation is quite high on his front tyre.
Yeah.
What's he on? Binder is on a medium, but do you know what Acosta's on? Hard
What?
front.
Hard tyres are going to have the advantage here today.
Yeah.
They always do at this circuit.
He's blazing through it. 5 laps to go. And okay, Quartararo yesterday and today has been unable to get any type of a cutback that actually lasts. And I reckon that's because of a shoulder injury. Yeah, yesterday during the sprint, he kept trying to get the cutback. He succeeded once, but then was immediately taken over again.
Does not surprise me.
He got 10th yesterday. I don't know what that was just then. That screen
try and have a go.
That screen's frustrating me. Simply because it's gone off once and then it just did something, but I think it's fine. Right.
5 to go.
Yeah. My feet are killing me. But I can't imagine how you feel.
Yeah, go on.
I said I can't imagine how you feel.
Aldeguer, go.
Now it's 4 laps to go. Aldeguer had a promising start to the weekend, but has kind of gone down ever since qualifying. Mainly, do you know what? Come to think of it, he's gone down ever since he spent that really long amount of time in the pit lane during qualifying. So I think he has something wrong. Bezzecchi and Morbidelli have increased their gap between each other to almost 6.5 seconds. So that's definitely something to be concerned about. Here's Aldeguer. Replay, and is it the lack of social awareness? Oh, does he? So he drags his foot along the track, okay, and has to quickly avoid the tyre, and then that causes him to go wide. I think he was avoiding the tyre of... I can't tell.
Okay.
Oh, where is he? There.
4 to go.
He was avoiding Nakagami. Yeah? And I think we've lost Joshua briefly. Joshua, you back? Little bit.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry, signal's really bad.
You were actually a bit louder this time as well.
Yeah, it's the F4s go past us.
Yeah. Oh, so that's what I heard at the beginning of you starting again. Okay. Right, 4 laps to go. Okay, technically now 3 laps because Mark has just passed the finish line. Well, line. Start finish.
3 now.
Yeah. And it's, why is Shantra so far behind? What is wrong with Shantra's bike? All the time, he is so far behind, and yet he has not had a single problem.
Development, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I don't think it's the
LCR.
right bike for him. Here's a replay. This is
It's a battle for 11s.
Yeah.
Mia and Agura. Mia goes through. Does Agura go? Oh yeah, Agura's got back round the outside. We haven't seen that though. Cut it off.
They cut it off way too soon, so we can watch the growing battle between Bagnaia and Disantonio, though they're not nearly close enough for them to actually have a proper battle right now. So Shantra is just testing. Honestly, it seems like that.
Waiting to see what's happened.
3 laps, well, 2.5, I'm going to say, left to go now. And it's, they've settled down.
They've settled.
Yeah, into their own little groups as well. And for some reason, nothing
They'll all be catching up. They'll all be after.
They'll be all be after. They all want a point, yeah.
Yeah. You're going to have to keep talking. I'll have to interrupt you because my signal's going like crazy.
That's fine. Right, so 3 laps to go. Aldegar gets past Rins for 14th place. Currently on board with Disantonio trying to get as close as he can to Bagnaia, but honestly, I'm not seeing that happen for another lap or so. He still needs to build up his pace. Maybe halfway through this lap he might be able to get it. Down to turn 1 now, the heaviest braking point on the track. And can he get any closer? Manages to get about, I would say, 2 times closer there. And manages to keep that gap closer rather than going further away. And this is the area with
Smoke
all the
bombs.
smoke. Yeah, it is dangerous, especially since you have to quickly change so much, and it's just, it drives me insane. Right.
I'm with you on that. It drives me insane as well. It's a safety hazard, and usually in Formula 1 we delayed we red flagged. Remember Zandvoort 3 years ago when they threw them onto the track?
Yeah. Oh, Disantonio goes round the
Inside line, he gets ahead, so he's made the move on Bagnaia. Digi moves up into 3rd position.
I don't know what just happened.
You right there?
I think I just followed a fly.
Well, this is not one on your face, but there is mine.
Oh, jeez. Batted away. Especially for Mosquito. Right.
Anyway, 2 to go.
Yeah.
Well, Bagnaia is definitely let's get for tyre pressure.
Ah.
That's
Good. Because he needs to be. Right, so here's a replay of it, and I'm not looking at the time. It was. Disantonio's been making that build up for a very long time now. Also, why does his race engineer look like John Hamm?
No. So, well, Valentino Rossi's there this weekend. Sonic race. Well, look at this. The most predictable winner is going to do it again. For the first time ever, he's going to do it on a factory Ducati at Ducati's home soil in the Italian Grand Prix. Go on, Megs.
That is brilliant. If the Italian fans don't love him now, love him then, they certainly are going to love him now.
Remember yesterday.
They booed him. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they booed him.
Well, they're going to be cheering him now. About to bring it home on a home bike. I mean, that's got to get you some brownie points. Right.
Does the double again.
Yeah, it does. Though, unfortunately, last year we had Bagnaia winning the race. This year he tried his best, but has been pushed out not only by the incident with him and Mark twice throughout the race, and it's hitting knees with him, because I did see that. I know what I saw. And then the whole incident with his tyres seeming to degrade faster than normal and getting pushed out of even the podium. Mark has managed to battle even against his brother, who for some reason seems quite dominant here. And I think if they were on the same bike, he might have actually got the win. Disantonio will probably come home in, well, we'll cross the line in third with Alex in second, but coming up to the final corner in a moment's time is Marc Marquez. Dominated the sprint yesterday, and it seems nothing has changed since yesterday, even though we have different conditions from that day around the last corner now, and Marc Marquez crosses the line and wins here in Italy. And I believe the circuit is Mugello. Yes, Mugello. Crosses the line.
Magic Mugello.
Yeah.
You know what that is now? Marc Marquez wins 93 Grand Prix across all races.
Oh,
and he does so at the home of Ducati.
not only this weekend has he got his 93rd, his number, but he also got his 100th pole position across all sports. Big weekend.
Unbelievable.
Honestly.
93 for 93. Right, good luck, Megs. I'm off. See you later.
Shall
Bye-bye.
I stay for the podium?
Absolutely. See you later.
Stay
Bye-bye.
for the podium. See you later. Thank you for joining. 93 wins. You can see all the marshals and the teams going towards both of the Marquez brothers. All seem to be extremely excited about that. Though Marc managed it. 25 points to the championship, increases his gap between him and Alex even more from the 35 we saw he had yesterday. I'm guessing that would be, given his win yesterday, probably about 10 more points overall, and I'm including yesterday's win in the sprint. There's confirmation, 93rd win across all classes, though it is 67th in MotoGP. That is absolutely insane. I mean, by the end of this year, I think he'll have even more wins than Lewis Hamilton does in F1. That is amazing. Listen to the crowd.
Single sprint.
Hold on. You can hear it slightly. The cheering went from booing this weekend to absolute uproar and cheers. That is absolutely amazing. I will pass over to TNT for a brief moment just so I can quickly rest my voice before I have to talk through an ad break.
He has been.
Yeah, that's GP24, Desmosedic is working, and whatever you say, he's miles clear of Frankie Morbidelli on the same bike. Miles clear, of course, of his rookie teammate Camille Aldier on the same bike. 40 points behind Marc in the championship after Alex picks up 20 today. Bagnaia only picks up 13, which means after round 9, still a long way to go, still 13 more rounds. Pecco is 110 points behind Marc.
What?
And we mustn't forget the crash out in the USA.
110 point gap. There's all the smoke bombs going off around the corner with the long lap penalty in it. I don't know which corner exactly that is. I should really look on this map. All it says is I-3 for some reason. It's the hairpin, I can tell you that. I think it's the hairpin, like I said, looks like a bobby pin. Starts the gravel with the flag and just celebrating, hands and fists in the air, looking so happy. Leaves the flag in the gravel so that the fans can look at it as well. And oh, there is Bagnaia going into his pit lane. That is a disappointed face. I don't think it's an angry face. I think it's a very disappointed face, given he had victory here last year. It's bound to make him quite upset that he has not even got on the podium this year. The podium, however, is Marc Marquez, Alex Marquez and Fabio Di Giannantonio. Here's a replay of Marc stabbing the flag in the ground, celebrating with the fans. And they definitely love him now, like even more. And that's what am I going to do about it face from Bagnaia. Very upsetting. Now let's see about these tyres. Were they a lot more degraded? Here's the passing by D'Antonio got around the inside, very close to the shoulder blade of Bagnaia though, so very close together they almost came, and it does look like there was a lot more degradation on the front tyre of Bagnaia given what happened to his bike throughout the race. Mark is coming into the pit lane now, celebrating with everyone that you can possibly see on the grid. Makes his way down pit lane to his first position plaque, so that he can celebrate there with his brother, who's already in second position. And D'Antonio, I don't know where D'Antonio is, gets lifted up. Jeez, that engineer's strong. Gets hoisted up into the air, celebrating with the rest of the team. And I believe some friends. So, where's his father? I believe his father's in his brother's pit box today. So, championship over for Pepe, yeah. I think it might be, unfortunately, unless some miracle happens and Mark loses every other race and so does Alex, and somehow Bagnaia wins them all. I can't see Pecco winning this one, unfortunately. There's D'Antonio, absolutely delighted with his podium finish. And his airbag does look a little bit like it's gone off slightly, though I can't tell whether that's just because he's opened his suit a bit. It might be. And I feel like I have to sit down. Mark's taking his helmet off, now properly celebrating with everyone. And when's he going to go to his brother? Alex is actually having to put his suit back on because I think he's taken it off. Like, do you know when they take it off to the waist? He's taken it off, I think, because he feels extremely warm there, which honestly I can relate to. I mean, I don't even think it's that hot outside and I'm feeling like I'm roasting. Outside it is 23. Ooh, and it's going to rain in 35 minutes. I best get a cup of tea on. And yes, I have a cup of tea while it rains. I also read a book while it rains. It's quite a relaxing thing. No, 93 is an alien. Ask Toffee, Lorenzo, Rossi, Pedrosa. Honestly, he might be, but does that also mean that Alex is? Got supernatural skills and an extraterrestrial skills, although that might not completely make sense. Yeah, Mark's rehydrating himself. Grazie is written on a whiteboard. And who is that they're congratulating? I am not sure. I can't quite see the number. It's an Aprilia bike though. An Aprilia bike. That might be Bezzecchi. Yeah, I think that's Bezzecchi they're congratulating, I think, for getting so high up the order compared to... Well, honestly, Morbidelli has gone up... What was I saying? Morbidelli. Salvadori is not last. That's Chantra. But what is Mark putting on? He's now for some reason got something else underneath his suit and he's struggling to actually get it back on. Is this what Alex took his suit off for? I do not know. Rider of the race, Marc Marquez. Mark will get loads of boost from the true Italian Rossi fans, I guarantee you. Yeah, might do, but there'll be a lot of cheers as well, given that Rossi's team is on the podium. Rider of the race, here's a replay. Lovely livery to win this as well. Absolutely stunning. So they might be a little bit satisfied with the fact that D'Antonio's on the podium. I mean, you gotta hope. I'm just gonna... Oh, here comes the track invasion. I was gonna stop for helping my voice just a little bit, but apparently I'm not gonna do that. There's Digi celebrating. I think he just can't believe he's got on the podium. I think it's going to be a very proud... It's windy out there. Going to have a very proud Rossi, and here's the interviews.
When I was fourth, my pace were that one, like I was on the limit, but then the laps were going down, and I was P4. Pecco was just there. I knew that I had to risk a lot to take him, but at the end, the last lap, I said, okay, let's go for it. Let's do whatever. And we've done it. My first podium in MotoGP, Mugello, in front of this fantastic fans. Sorry, I was doing it in Italian. I love you guys. I love your energy. It's fantastic to make the podium here. Love you guys.
Congrats.
Oh, it's a special moment. Max Biaggi said it to us.
That's amazing for Digi. You can see his excitement as he goes across the line. Here's a replay of that, and weirdly enough, his tyres actually look quite good for having just done a 23-lap race. Mark pointing to the 93, probably saying, this is how many wins I've got, and this is my number. I mean, also, a livery like that, while you get the same race wins as your number, it's just perfect. It's absolutely perfect. People always seem to get the race wins that they require when they wear different liveries. In every sport, here is Alex Marquez interview.
Podium again in second place here in Mugello.
Alex, another weekend where you've maximised the points, you keep the pressure on Mark in the World Championship. How difficult was it to manage that race, and how much fun was it in those first couple of laps as well?
Yeah, I mean, honestly speaking, I was expecting before to come here to catch some more points than Mark, honestly speaking, for the championship, but he was more faster than us. So, I mean, I tried my best also today. I tried to not make mistakes. In the beginning, with the fight with Pecco and Mark, I was trying to not go in because it was for nothing. So in that point, when I took the lead, I said, okay, now I need to put my rhythm. It was nice. In the last lap, I had some small problems with the rear tire, but I managed quite well. So thanks to all the Ducati grandstand. They're in Correntaio. They're amazing, and yeah, we're here, and I'm really happy.
Brilliant ride. Congratulations.
Thank you. Ciao.
Alex being extremely happy there for getting second place. He could have got a win, but unfortunately that's just the cookie crumbles. For those that know that saying, you'll understand that. For those that don't, that just means that's just the way it goes. Though he's celebrating just as much as Mark is right now, to be honest. He seems absolutely ecstatic. And I think every single time that him and Mark are on the podium together, he's just extremely happy just to be there. Because that's what you feel if you're on the podium with your sibling. Coincidentally, here's Mark.
Let's hear what he has to say after win number 93 in Grand Prix racing.
Mark, 100 poles yesterday, 93 wins today, and after that fierce fight at the start, what does it mean to be victorious for Ducati at Mugello?
Amazing feeling. Wear the red color. Okay, today was not the Ducati red, but was Ducati track, Ducati day, and 3 Ducatis in the podium. Win here with the red color. I already understand this morning that was super special for them, even for me, because I feel part of them, and yeah, super happy. We managed the race in the beginning. Pecco and Alex, they know that with the fuel tank I'm struggling a bit, then they attack me, but I was patient, I was calm, and then when the tires drop a bit, I start to give everything, and yeah, happy to take the 37 points in this amazing weekend.
Huge congratulations.
Grazie a tutti.
Well, I don't know whether you can see these incredible shots. There's obviously the track invasion. As usual, all the fans coming in, and I'm just going to wave as if I'm here, we're here. We're amongst it. You can hardly see each other really for all the flares that are going on. It's so busy, as you would expect. What a weekend this has turned into, and we all felt that, you know, it was Mark's to lose after yesterday. I think everybody hoped that Pecco might find something there, but Michael, the start of that race, was exceptional.
It really was. We loved what we've seen from Pecco. A fight. Those early laps, as Alex said, he didn't get involved because there was nothing to gain, but Pecco gained honour today in front of his home fans. He just continued to, every time there was an open door, he sent the Ducati back down the inside. Such a battle. Mark was toughing it out as well, but these moves into turn 2, into Luco, this is hard to pull off, but Pecco was aggressive, using all the road. This cutback, Mark's very clever here, doesn't open the gas, causes, it's almost like a brake check, but not quite. He just wants to close the door, not to allow the cutback. Pecco runs into the back of him. Pecco almost touched Mark's rear wheel on a number of occasions. They were riding wheel to wheel, inches apart. This contact, lucky that Pecco didn't actually hit the rear wheel and go over the top, but yeah, what a race it was, Silvan. Great first set of laps.
Yeah, it was just unbelievable, and you can't, I mean, Pecco left it all out there. You know, he tried everything he could. He pushed and pushed and pushed, took the race. Every time he had an opportunity, he did put his front wheel in, and I mean, the issue is that Mark is just too good. But Pecco tried everything, and that's what we wanted to see, and I think...
Right. Okay, I'm here, but I seem to have... Oh, wait, no, I've got it. I have found my mic shield. I could only see Joshua's, but mine flew off for some reason. And I've got my mic shield back. Right, so the podium is about to get underway. I'm going to go back to screen so you can actually see me. After this, you shall be redirected to the stream that Joshua shall be doing. It's quite interesting. Continuous racing for hours as well. And loads of races at the Touring Cars at Alton. And it's... Podium's going to get underway in a few moments' time. Until then, I shall pass back over to TNT briefly.
A little bit too much, so it's not under him the way it needs to be. So it was pure heart over those first set of laps, all the overtakes, and he just didn't have it under him to continue to fight all the way over 23 laps. But Alex was clever.
Also,
when Alex got to the front and stretched it out a little bit, it immediately put Pecco
Perfect
under
time
pressure.
of
He just
endless.
upped the ante half a second. And yeah, it obviously caused his rear tyre to give him problems in the latter part of the race. Maybe Mark was clever, dosed it out over 23. But yeah, I guess the Ducati boys are all in control, and it's going to hurt for Pecco to be fourth. Ducati, 2 GB25s and a 24 in front of him.
It hurts to be third, which he's almost got used to this season, but to be fourth is something else. The crowd are going to hang on to Digi, I think, in that third place. Let's have a look at him taking the lead, shall we, Marc Marquez, because from here on in, you know, it was his.
Yeah, when he lined things up, you knew that there was a little bit more. The lap times he was doing were comfortable in the 46-second range at this point. Sets it up, uses the draft on his brother, and immediately pounces. The difference here is Alex, when he rolls around the outside, isn't going to dive bomb Mark into turn 2. He knows they can work together for a few laps and have an easier race. So there's a bit of strategy, brothers in arms, not teammates. But yeah, clean pass. We've seen it so many times down into turn 1. Use the slipstream over the rise, level them, break it alongside. Mark just pulls it down to the apex, cleanly and beautifully done.
And this is the boys watching that moment. Always fascinating, Sylvain, to watch the body language on this. I wonder if we can see anything here.
Yeah, it's always good as well to try and hear what they're saying.
I wish they wouldn't talk over this.
Yeah, that was a great move by Alex, actually just sneaking in.
Oh, alla fine un altro
into
giretto
turn
ti
3,
rompivo
so
il cazzo.
yeah,
Ero lì, ero.
They're speaking Italian.
Quanto hai fatto l'ultimo giro? Non sai.
There's the move now.
46-3 io.
6-3 fatto, Mike.
yeah, he's asking
no,
for
I'm not sure that was that complimentary.
Yeah, we just see the crash there. Morbidelli taking Viñales out, and Viñales was not happy with that, rightly so.
They've just laughed at how Viñales literally tapped his helmet and put his fist up towards Morbidelli. Oh, I've just realised Morbidelli now is off his bike and Viñales has probably gone to find him, trying to say, what was that? Why did you take me out of the race? He was doing so well this weekend as well. I cannot imagine Viñales is pleased at all. I think a war might have started between the both of them now. He's going to make sure that Morbidelli goes off next time.
Hopefully a bit more receptive after that scrap.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, it's the podium now. So I shall
I think Michael's wishful thinking
this
on. that might happen as they head up onto the podium.
Constructor there on the podium. Who's next to come out? That's Dijantonio. I'm going to turn this up because I'm not having them talk over me. Right, Dijantonio comes out on the podium waving the flag, the Italian flag. Here comes Alex Marquez holding a Red Bull and it's his helmet. The fans all seem extremely happy right now for both of those appearances. Marc Marquez about to head out onto the podium, and there it is. Not a single boo in the house. All cheers for Marc Marquez on his 93rd win overall. His number on the weekend, especially when he gets his 100th podium. Trophy being awarded to the constructors at Ducati. Beautiful trophy as well. Ooh, it must take a long time to get like all these ordered. Then we have third place being awarded to Dijantonio. Little pretend, oh, I'm going to drop this trophy there from a person awarding it. Very funny. Smoke bombs going off again. I'll accept it this time, simply because the race is already over. But second place trophy being awarded to Alex Marquez now. Geez, if that's how big second place is, how big is first place? Jeez. I suppose we'll see in a minute. And I shall compare so that you lot know at home. And, geez, that's the size of a balloon. Like, in height. So, first place being awarded to Marc Marquez, 93rd victory. Great trophy to go with it as well. About to hear the Spanish national anthem in a moment's time. Smoke bombs going off. Here we go. A perfect weekend there for Marc Marquez. 100th pole position, and I'm turning it off because of the noise. Oh, turning it down. Perfect weekend for Marc. 100th pole position, 93rd win. Great livery. Brothers also on the podium. Dijantonio gets on the podium as well. A beautiful weekend. It's a shame for everyone that crashed out, and for Bagnaia and his hopes, and Vinales cruelly getting that position taken away from him. Thank you for watching. Please, you'll be redirected to the touring cars that Joshua Birch is currently at trackside. Consistent races going on there, and there's always something exciting going on there, to be honest. So it's definitely worth a watch. There will be a IMSA race later on as well. I think that starts around 5 o'clock. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.